Hi there and welcome back to my channel. This is Sean, the Honest Book Reviewer. Now in this video it's a little bit different. It's still a review of a story, but it's 6 novellas. And it's 6 novellas in the one season, the author's called. And the author is Dean Koontz. And he's written this Nameless series, a series of novellas about this character called Nameless. And he structured it in 2 seasons. So this video is about season 1 of this series. And it's 6 novellas. And I enjoyed them all very much. They've been around for a couple of years, but I've only read them very recently. And I enjoyed these first 6 very much indeed. So this whole video is about season 1 of the Nameless novellas. The 6 novellas in season 1 of this series are In the Heart of the Fire, Photographing the Dead, The Praying Mantis Bride, Red Rain, The Mercy of Snakes, Memories of Tomorrow. All 6 novellas have a similar structure. So we have this character called Nameless who turns up at a town. He's told where to go by a mysterious character called Ace of Diamonds. We don't know anything about Ace of Diamonds, whether this character is male or female. The character could even be some sort of AI technology. We don't know. All we know is this character sends messages to Nameless to say, go here. And this character or some organisation books accommodation, tickets, transport, everything for Nameless. And when Nameless gets there, he might find a car, and in the car he'll find suitcases filled with clothes. Or in a hotel room or motel room, he'll find suitcases with clothes. Maybe weapons as well. Everything he needs to fulfill a mission he has. And the missions usually involve stopping somebody who's a killer, who's gotten away with crimes. That seems what Nameless is there to do. And in every book in this series so far, that's what it's about. He arrives at a town, he's got a mission to fulfill, and it's all about him trying to complete that mission and whether he will. And we get some history about all the people he's after, the targets. And sometimes those targets seem very cunning indeed. And there are certain novellas in this story where I do wonder, will those targets get away or not? That's the whole thrill with these stories, the whole setup. It's very elaborate what he does to get these people. Every scheme he has is very elaborate, and some more elaborate than others. Some feel a bit over the top, but these novellas are a very fun read for me. Very quick read, but they're so fun, they engage you so much. There's intrigue behind this character Nameless as well. You wonder who he is. Why is he nameless? Why can't he recall anything apart from the last 2 years of his life? And he wonders himself about his amnesia. He wonders, did somebody do it to him, or was he a volunteer? And he's starting to think that he was a volunteer. There was a reason why he decided to block his own memory. And he starts seeing images. There's one case in this first season of these novellas that kind of fractures his mind a little bit, it seems. And then he starts seeing images of a woman and 2 children, and they appear all different stages through novellas. And he's wondering about them. Are they from the past or the present? Because in his mind, he thinks he has premonitions about the future. And also he has premonitions about the past sometimes. But he's wondering, are these 3 characters, these 3 figures he's seeing from the future or the past? And that plays out a bit as these novellas progress in this first season of this series. I really do recommend this series a lot. It's Dean Koontz at his almost strongest. It reminds me so much of Dean Koontz's books in the 80s, where they were so powerful and so strong. The writing in these books is very strong. There's no filler. Dean Koontz doesn't pull away from any punches in these stories. At times these stories are quite dark, they're quite graphic. There's some things going on here that some readers may not enjoy so much, but I think they're very powerful, and I think Dean Koontz has done a great job in creating these novellas. Each novella in this series so far, for me, felt like an episode of a TV show. I would love to see these characters in a TV show, because it just feels like that has that feel, because each novella is contained in its own story, but then with an overarching storyline that goes on. I enjoyed finding out more about Nameless and about this amnesia as this season went on. And towards the end of book 6 in this season, because there are 6 books in this first season, you find out some truths about Nameless, and they're very powerful, and I loved the last book in this series so far. I can't wait to read the 6 books in season 2 of the Nameless series. On my channel, I review mini thrillers. If you enjoy thrillers, check out my channel and subscribe. On the screen now is a link to a video for another book I'm sure you'll enjoy.